In 1994, this country was torn apart by genocide that killed over 1 million people. And since then, it's gone through a massive transformation. And I've come here to see an event which encapsulates the recovery that Rwanda has seen in the last 20 years. It's an unlikely story. A cycling race that's become a focus for a country, a team that's emerged from one of the worst chapters in human history and is now providing hope, inspiration, a future.
I feel very proud of myself. 200 people just take and say well done for what you did.
Everything you want to do, you have in your heart, you can change your life.
The Tour of Rwanda began in 1989 and has become one of the best races in Africa. From 3 teams then to 16 now, cyclists come from around the world to take part. At its heart, a group of riders whose place in the peloton would have been almost unthinkable a few short years ago. Around 3 million people will watch the tour over its 800-kilometre journey, with the biggest cheers reserved for their new heroes, Team Rwanda. Well, I'm near the finish line and the prizes are just being given out. I wasn't sure what to expect. It sort of looked chaotic, but it wasn't. It was really well organised. You can see that these people really want their guys to do well in this sport, and they are. They came out in their thousands and thousands. Villages, towns, just the odd little kids standing by the side of the road. It was absolutely fantastic. Watching the tour head from the capital Kigali into the countryside and seeing how people responded to the cyclists was inspiring, particularly when I thought back to the events of 1994. And 20 kilometres from the finish line was a powerful reminder. 45,000 Tutsis came to their local school in Murambi seeking a sanctuary. But on one April night, it became anything but.
When they came in the 3 in the morning, it's when they attacked here. So they're just trying to fight back with the stones, while the others using the guns, even the grenades. So here we count about 18,000 odd victims in this one.
Did anyone survive?
13 people.
13
people. 13 people. How survived, you can tell me. I don't know. It's a miracle of God too. So that's why I don't know how they survived, but I know that there are 13 people only who survived in this place.
The thing I'm almost struggling with a little bit is that the country has come out of that so quickly and people seem to have moved on from it so quickly.
Because this genocide was being acting by the Rwandans and stopped by other Rwandans. So the people who killed, which was the killers, was the neighbors. You know, if you can ask children now who have 17 years, you can ask him, who are you? He will say, Rwandans. But before, when you ask the people, who are you? Can say, I'm Hutu, I'm a Tutsi. But now if you ask him, who are you? He can say, I'm Rwandans.
My visit to Murambi School left a lasting impression. What happened there was shocking. The numbers of people who died unbelievable. But at the same time, I heard a powerful message of a country trying to move forward. Being at this sport event, which is obviously having such an impact, and yet, you know, an hour later you're wandering around the site of such a terrible atrocity, it's hard to kind of keep your emotions in check. I think the thing which struck me most was they are proud of their country. They want to be Rwandans. They want to see the flag flying. They want to see people wearing their shirt, perhaps in the Olympic Games or the Commonwealth Games, and they want to see a better image of their country, not one that is still hankers back to 1994 and what happened then. They've moved on, and I think they want us to move on with them as well. Cycling is nothing new here. Everywhere you look, there are bikes. But until 2007, there was no racing, no team. In fact, the idea of cycling as a sport didn't really exist. It took an American charity bringing mountain bikes to coffee farmers to do something quite groundbreaking.
What's been achieved here is never been actually seen anywhere before. From a cycling nation that came from zero to where we are. And how can a country that has never been in cycling have the best race in Africa? And the culture of cycling here has only been the last couple of years.
It's not been easy. Creating a team from scratch in a country still coming to terms with its past and with no real history of sporting achievement has had real challenges.
Well, we've got about 20 minutes before the start of the race, and rather touchingly, we're having a nice team photo. I'm not sure whether people might be expecting them to be a bit more stressed out, warming up, getting themselves ready to race. Wish I was like this before I was racing. We're in traffic now, we'll just get the traffic moving because we're heading to see Adrian Nshuti, who is one of the original members of the Team Rwanda cycling team. And his name and his picture on billboards all over Kigali and all over Rwanda as well. He really is a bit of a local hero.
Adrian is Team Rwanda's success story. He now rides for MTN, the best team in South Africa, and last summer went to the Olympic Games in London. During the genocide, 5 of his brothers and his sister were killed. The bike really has changed his life.
I think some inspiration for a lot of people here in Rwanda, because like today when we finished the stage, I saw a lot of people, they come just hug me, say, "Well done, we are big fan for you, we are really like what you did, it's very good inspiration."
Adrian opened the door for everybody, because in all like blossoming sports, you got to have a hero.
Adrian is the first rider in Rwanda. He's very strong. Maybe also him they can ride in Tour de France because they have good team. MTN is good team. I hope so. Also me, I will be.
Everyone know about Rwanda and genocide, and even now a lot of people they say Rwanda is still not good. If you have been here for Tour of Rwanda, it's safe. It's kind of amazing.
Adrian was the first, an inspiration, and he's shown how Team Rwanda isn't just about the bike. None of the cyclists are rich, but they are paid a monthly salary and many have managed to buy a house, which here is a massive achievement. Becoming a cyclist is now a profession.
Cycling is a job like a other job. It can change your life. It become my job exactly, and now I'm a mechanic.
Many people they know cycling they can change your life. If you work hard, you can do anything you want.
hey, here comes a main peloton. This is brutal race. A real bone shaker section.
If we go back to '94, a bike meant you might escape the genocide. You come back to after the genocide. If you had a bike, you can transport taxi, people. You have an income. Now you have a whole generation that is looking at cycling to actually be able to succeed, racing cycling. It's putting people together that would have been enemies, during the genocide. Our team is all Rwandan. It consists of people from all regions, from all different areas, and they have to work together for it to succeed.
Rwanda long ago there was only 6 riders, and now there is many riders. there is many people they love cycling, and then everyone they happy, everyone they happy. If you happy, you forget everything.
So you think cycling is helping people to forget what happened?
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that
And
time?
then the cycling they can make people friends. Yeah, best friends.
Well, no home winner today, but it's been an incredible event, real eye-opener for me. The amount of people out to support this tour of Rwanda has just been absolutely incredible. They obviously love this sport, and while they haven't quite got a winner to cheer today, I'm sure they will sometime in the future. For the time being, it's Adrian who all the rest of the Rwandan cyclists are still having to chase.
As my time in Rwanda drew to a close, I was struck by something Nelson Mandela once said. Sport can create hope where once there was only despair. It's not a grandiose statement. It's not difficult to see how this incredible team embodies the pride and hope of a nation whose progress in such a short space of time is in itself remarkable.
If you've been inspired